Okay, gang, finally I'm tackling putting on this top trim, and here's what I'm doing. I just put a little gasket sealer underneath these. These are my makeshift top trim support attachment. And then here's what I ended up doing. I know this looks a little hacked, but these are the best clip speed nuts I could find, and they needed to go down lower, so I chopped a little off the top. And actually I kind of like it because it just holds it, and you know, this is all buried underneath, so those will go in the back here. Put our screws through there, and then on the front side I ended up getting these are 832s, and I went with the countersunk, what do they call that? Yeah, this kind, because it has to go into these holes a little bit, and you don't want anything sticking out. So the next step is you kind of have to do this whole top together. So you put this whole thing together on the ends, because it's hard to slip this over. You could probably jam this on top of this, I guess, but it's easier just to slip it on both sides. And then you put the whole thing on like one unit, and that's basically it. Just put it down and then put the screws in. I'll put a little bit of sealer on this surface right here, just a tiny bit. I don't want to goop it up too much, and I don't want it to be hard to take apart. But I don't think a lot of water is going to be traveling, you know, down underneath this, although it could a little. So I'll put a little bit. So the next thing I'm going to do is put these three pieces together, set it down, and then put in screws, lock it in place, and then hopefully that'll be good. I'll check the top fitment again, and then do the trim. Put the screws in the top here. I'll put a little bit of goop. I'm just using this stuff, silicone gasket maker. I'll put a little bit here, so there's a little, you know, cushion there before I put the screws in the top. But that's it. I'm going to do that tonight, and then if I'm happy with all that, we'll do some fitment, do some measurement, and then the glass will go in. But I'll show you the finished product after I get that together. Okay, so this is all together now, and I did put some sealant around the edge. And I got this side on. Now I'm going to put a little bit in this area, kind of goop it up in here before I put the ends on. And then, like I said, I'm also going to put a little bit under here just to provide support. And then I'll just very lightly screw it down. All right, guys, there it is. Just in time for the nightly police helicopter flyover. So here's what I have. I got all the screws. I got all these kind of screws in the back. Thank you, O'Reilly Auto Parts. So that all looks good. These are holding this down a bit. I'm not putting these in just yet. I want that to kind of set up level wise, and then I'll just do a little pilot hole and stick the little screws in the top. Those are the very, 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 very short guys that go in the top. Is that focusing? Okay, there we go. Yeah, just these little guys. So it looks good. I looked at it from multiple angles. I gooped it up. See if I can, is it gonna focus? I'll make it focus. So I put a lot of sealer in there, sealant, gasket sealer, and I got the corners up in here, just kind of gooped it up a little bit. Sorry, it's not auto-focusing right now. I don't know why. Maybe if I do that. All right, so I guess I could have done that later, but I just went ahead and kind of filled all of this. There was a gap here, filled that, and just got them all in. So the main thing I was looking for was the fitment to make sure that both of these are level, like the angles are the same, and I think I got it from end to end. And I mean, the top has some flexibility, you know, it has some cushion. You can see here, you know, things don't fit exactly perfectly, but there is, I can't tell if my camera's focusing, sorry. You know, I put some sealant in there, and I don't think water's going to be really like wicking in there. I mean, if water's going in here, that means I'm driving in the rain. So, with the top down. So, hopefully that's not happening. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to stop this video here. And we'll say goodbye with the giant dog that's bigger than any dog that you've ever seen.